It's been a little bit of time. Hello. Good luck to everyone. I was solving a murder mystery last time I played Knights of the Old Republic. It's just one that's not particularly laid out well. What was I doing now? Oh, relationship. So...
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Netick and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need? According to the municipal authorities near the Garo spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusov was making accusations at a Mr. C. Netick about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
Thankfully, there's... I think that's all the information I'm getting out of the robot. Okay, time to start questioning.
How can I
You
do further
man that is... Okay.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in given the opportunity, but I would not kill him. My wife was cheating on me with him. I slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
It is a crime to people trying to use the public pathwalk.
Of course.
So, what do you want to know? Now, I don't love Calder, but we go back a long way. We run a suborbital shipping and transport company out of Garang
Mankind
Space.
discovers...
We've been partners in that
Oh,
business
very
for well
funny,
over
Bob.
20 years, and we've been doing just fine the way we are.
Unfortunately, this murder mystery cannot be solved with pants. How's it go?
Right.
Okay, so I think we have a decent motive here for the second half. And it is lying. He knew his wife was cheating on him. Alright, time to examine the blaster itself. Is there anything more here?
Is there any other...
Weapon.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
Okay.
Very well.
Now, this will also start coming together. If the blood is not Calder's on the floor, then who is it?
How can I be of further... That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous calf hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
I mean, he does seem to be perfectly fine in speaking to me. He has no problem in becoming a full, functioning human being after he's been shot. Just the power of talking. Thank you, BioWare Face.
So, what do you want to know? That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Ichani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. I always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's. Right. So,
Oh, I didn't mean to talk to you again.
right.
Right. Okay. Right. Oh, thanks. Oh, I accidentally gave up. I hate this particular one. This is still worth the experience. It's just annoying. Oh. Oh, right, I need to do the questioning again.
How can I be a further?
Is there any other? Is there? Is there?
So, now we...
Okay. Well, the first bit's easy enough to replicate. Why did it not give prompt?
How can I be? But it. I was just.
I did get the information, so I don't know why it's not going through now. Okay, there we go, that's that bit. So now I've got to do all the statements about this again. Which means...
So, that
speed through
How can I be
everything.
a further? That black. Hardly even. I would. How can I? That black. How can I? Of course.
Is there any other? I thought to find. Is there any? I am sorry, but I seem to be failing. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report, Mr. Gould. Is there any?
Oh, okay. That was the piece of information I forgot. There's no... Nothing was marked about the blaster being stolen. Okay, time to ask about
Is there?
the blood.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there?
Okay, time to ask the last bit.
So. Now, I don't love Calder, but we've been...
Okay, we're going back into the
Right.
same stuff. It's Handon's blood.
Hey! What are you doing?
Oh, they are both guilty. And found him and shot him first, because of having an affair with Calder, having his wife.
Damn both of
You did good. You might just...
Okay, I went with Sentinel in the end. I think I've done enough playthrough of... I think when I originally beat this game, I beat it as a Jedi Guardian, I think, and I've done enough of this game as Counselor. I've never done it as a Sentinel. which sounds weird, because Sentinel's like one of the easiest ones to do. Okay, that was a good amount of experience to pick up there. Let's get those running shoes on. Now, why am I using Turbo? For those that have joined that have not been following this playthrough, it's because the re-release of Knights of the Old Republic includes the Turbo movement as standard. I'm just making sure it goes a bit faster. No, I struggle too much to do some of the engagements. I'm not particularly good at playing Western RPGs. This is probably the best one that I'm good at. So I'll lose out on a lot of like Jedi stuff, but I just kept dying too much. Gotta keep everything schmoving. I'd like to beat this in less than a year. Well, no, I need to beat this before May. As usual, May is going to be the fantastic time of year in which I play Final Fantasy IV again. Okay, that's probably not the place where Mission wants to be. Disengage, leave. Is now... what are they all guarded by? There's at least a Mandalorian. Okay, just about see. As long as I can get him with grenades. The game now does not understand where I put anything. We'll see it's into sonic weaponry. Adhesive just seals into the floor. Go, plasma grenades! Oops, throw the last one. There we go. Saved once again by explosives. Just return to the Ebon Hawk and come back out. Because I've had some of the side quest stuff turn up. Hello, Kathhound, that has just randomly appeared.
Ready?
Like, I have the Mission's Brother subplot going. Kath subplot is going.
What?
I think that's mostly it. Around. I'm trying to remember where the last Mandalorians are. Somewhere around. Oh god, this. Now, am I actually... no, I wouldn't be able to do it yet, would I? Actually, I could. Oh.
I will be your doom!
Not the fact that Carter's just sat there. Oh, I think I'm hurting myself now.
You are strong. Stronger than me, even in my darkness. I am Juhani, and this is my grove. This is the place of my dark power. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine. A better Jedi than you will ever be. More powerful as well, for I could best my teacher. When I slew my master, Quatra, I knew I could never go back. And now I revel in my dark power. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought. What is it you want? Why do you bother me? The Council has sent you here to kill me. Why then, when you bested me so easily, did you not simply finish your task? Is it not apparent that I can never be saved? You do not? I am pathetic. I sit here and think myself to be great by embracing the dark side, but I am nothing. There is no way I could be turned back. I always thought they held me back, or jealous of my power. This is only because I was not good enough to meet their standards. I never have been.
I like the fact that I've managed to, like, this is the reason why the persuasion is so powerful in this game, because it just turns a lot of things into something else.
I thank you for your kind words, Jedi. I seem to still have much to learn, both about being a Jedi and about myself. But I wish the cost of my ignorance had not been so high. I wish that my master had not suffered because of me. I only wish things could have been different. If she were alive now, there would be so much I would say to her. So much I would apologize for. How can the Council ever take me back with what I have done? Striking my master down in anger is unforgivable. I should convince them that I am truly repentant, that I am willing to forsake the dark side, and maybe, just maybe, they would accept me back. Do you think they would? Could it be possible after what I have done?
Because the other thing is that you need to have, I think, a persuasion stat of over 20 for some of the last persuasion checks in the game.
I thank you, Master Jedi. I will return to the Council then. I shall submit myself to their judgment and hope they will forgive me. Again, I thank you. I am sure I will hear great things about you in the future.
That's why being a Jedi Guardian stroke soldier is so difficult, because you only get 1 point per persuasion with that class layout. Cathounds. Prepare to engage. Cathound. There's one sleeper.
How'd you like that?
Yep. That's the problem. I'm so weak as a Jedi. But Karth can do a better job of me. And he's using blasters. He can hunt the local wildlife.
How'd you like that?
Huh?
What do I want as powers? Like, Dominate Mind. Dominate Mind is usually one I pick up anyway. But let's focus on some actual powers for a change. Let's start being able to deal with droids. Oh, hi, cat hound. How's it going? Another cat hound. I get stuck behind mission. Let's see. Like 1 or 2 more grounds to cover out here. It's not this one. I think it's the Sandral one I haven't been in yet. Another cat hound. How's it going? Just there. Just happens to be there. In my experience with Western RPGs is going to show, because eventually I need to do things like Neverwinter Nights. This way. Sandral Grounds. Well, there's a whole host of Western RPGs I've never played, but it's mostly because I'm not into them. Yeah, I got it for free with The Witcher 3, so I bought that one on... I bought The Witcher 3 on release, actually. Just never got around to playing it.
You asked for this.
There's that. There is a JRPG, Western produced JRPG, which is Septerra Core. Apparently that one's very, very grindy, and I might need to find a patch. Nope. Going down. Okay, got rid of the Albino. Bang.
Sure.
You jump back to the Ebon Hawk and then come back out. And let's not forget the litany of might and magic that I need to get on with at some stage. It's the last Mandalorians. Need to turn. Say can for this or something else. If it's for this, it's Kandros.
Let's go.
Where did Karth go? Don't look at the Cathan go. Kandros, yeah. Kandros is the one who has a regen chip implanted into his brain.
How'd you like that?
It's one of the... I think it's one of the options for sneaking aboard the Leviathan is to burn Kandros alive. I've never really used Kandros, nor have I used HK-47, mostly because, like, Karth I can just about get away with, but there's too many enemies with shields in this game. It's a problem that BioWare only sorted with Mass Effect 1. where it became a temporary thing that could easily be overcome. I'm not doing the Crystal Cave just yet. I need to return and then come back. Actually, you know what would be more useful? Let's go talk to Council so I can get Juhani.
Greetings, young apprentice. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? Those as a chronicler of the Mandalorian Wars, this facility, if you
With the wrong person I need to talk to.
It is good to see Juhani has returned to the way of the light. You are to be commended for your role in this. Your actions give us great hope for the future. Go to Master Jar and inform him that Juhani has returned to us. I think you may be nearing the end of your apprenticeship.
Yes? You have done well, my pupil. The ancient grove has been purified, and Juhani's journey down the dark path has been halted. Because of you, she walks once more in the light. But though she was saved, do not dismiss what happened to her. Juhani is both dedicated and true to the ideals of the Order, yet she was still vulnerable to the dark side, as are we all. She struck her master in anger during her training and injured her greatly. But it was Quatra's choice to test Juhani this way, and it seems to have made its point. Juhani has been redeemed, and you have passed your final test. Congratulations, apprentice. Or should I say, congratulations, Padawan. You have proven yourself worthy of joining the Jedi. Let me be the first to welcome you as a full-fledged member of our Order.
Yay! Don't think that gives me Joe. On a minute. So. Unless she's on my oh, she is.
I must give you my thanks. Because of you, I am once again welcome within the Jedi Order. Quatra's injuries were not so severe as I first believed. I was foolish to believe I could harm a master such as she with my clumsy efforts. The fierce confrontation between us was nothing more than part of my training. Quatra wanted me to understand the threat of the dark side, to see how easy it was to fall from the path of light. Quatra's methods may seem strange, but I trust her wisdom. This lesson has been difficult, but I am better because of it. Humility is never easy to teach. But now, I truly understand my own limitations. After our last battle, Quatra had nothing left to teach me. I needed time alone to explore the turmoil of my own spirit. Only then was I ready to follow a guide. You. Back to the light. When I left, Quatra knew her work with me was done. There are other disciples who need training throughout the galaxy, and she could not stay to see if I passed this most difficult trial. With your help, I have passed this difficult trial. The Council now feels I am ready to continue with my training, though they have asked me to wait here for the time being.
Hey, I'm glad to see you're not getting hung up on all this. The past is in the past, you know?
First the Jedi trick you into becoming an enemy, then they welcome you back as a friend. I can't say I approve of their training methods.
I do not know what the Council has in store for me, but I will trust in the Force and the way of the Jedi to help me through whatever is to come.
Obviously not yet. So let's go to the Crystal Caves while I don't have the most optimal party for this. But obviously I need to venture in there already. Until I can gain some robes. case of I can't see shit. Oh right, it's these things. These bugs. Karth can't be healed poison in a minute. Till I'm done clearing out this cave. Yeah, I honestly can't remember why. I think it's like something in my elder brother always had a contest on, by what was the best ability. Because we know nothing about D&D, we didn't care. I was always someone that preferred Power Strike, he was always someone that preferred Flurry. We've never done a full playthrough of this with Critical Strike. Well, the only benefit that I can see to having Critical Strike is the fact that it has
Ready.
that it has stun. That's it. That's the only benefit I can see so far. I think I would probably appreciate it more if I played something like Neverwinter Nights, so I could actually understand like, all the paths and all the different things like that. But it depends what game I want to do next. Because of what's happening, I will probably have maybe some days in which I'll be doing more streaming, some weeks in which I won't be. Depends entirely on what my agency says that I need to work. Because I have a general couple. Okay, I got stuck. I have a general couple of games that I want to do for RPG clearing. One I literally just bought today. Because it's a Musou. It's technically a Musou game, so. Definitely for someone who has a certain amount of arachnophobia, or entomophobia, depending on how you look at it. But it's a game which will last me a while, and I think I've got 4 now, 2 of which I already owned, just didn't have it on PC.
Your training is now complete, Padawan. And perhaps now, it is time we dealt with the matter of the dream you and Bastila shared. When we heard of the ruins in your dreams, Master Dorak recognized it as one of a series of ancient structures here on Dantooine. This one in particular lies to the east of this enclave. We sent a Jedi to investigate, but he has not returned. Perhaps sending him in the first place was a mistake. The Force is guiding you through your visions. It may be that exploring the ruins is a task tied to your destiny. That is why the Council has now decided you should be the one to investigate this. The secrets to stopping Malak may be hidden within those ruins. You must investigate them and find what Revan and Malak were looking for. Be sure to bring Bastila with you. There is a powerful link between you, and you will need to draw strength from each other during the trials ahead.
Okay, so they force Bastila into your party. I'm going to take Karth.
I demand justice! The Central family is a blight upon Dantooine. They must be punished.
The Council will look into this matter, Mr. Matale. You must be patient. Your accusations have no proof, and we do not want you stirring up trouble with the Sandrals if there is some mistake.
Mistake? My son Shen is missing. How can there be any doubt the Sandrals are to blame?
There are other possible explanations for your son's disappearance.
Ah, you Jedi are good for nothing but talk. I shall only wait so long before I take action on my own.
As dangerous as the threat from Darth Malak and the Sith may be, we Jedi cannot simply abandon our other responsibilities. The Council has promised Alan Matale we will look into his son's disappearance. Should you have time, Padawan, you may want to investigate this matter.
If Shen Matale is not returned to his father, it may ignite a savage and bloody feud between the Matale and Sandral estates. We must not allow that to happen.
Your study and training are important, of course, but the Jedi are not a cloistered order. Our influence and teachings must spread beyond the walls of our academies.
It is in the real world that we truly prove ourselves worthy of the title Jedi. You would do well to remember this, young Padawan.
Not to mention that I wouldn't mind getting out of this enclave for a bit. I mean, come on. How bad could it be?
Okay. Thanks, Karth.
I'm here.
Right, time to
I'm here.
level up Bastila, who's been on the sidelines for a bit. I find it also very funny that Bastila is apparently one of the smartest people in this, yet her intelligence and wisdom are lower than everyone else's. So she can have shield then. Oh. Penalties. Stasis and stun are very useful powers indeed. You have one for droids and one for people. Oh, right. As usual. Gather your party. Where's Karth?
Ready.
Always one of you.
What?
Did you ever solved? Ever solved the this investigation? Also, as you realise, Nemo has disappeared. He was gone.
Greetings, young Jedi. We were working on my farm to the north of here. I was working in the garden outside, and he was working inside. I heard the door to the house open. I searched everywhere. Not that I know of.
Maybe it was the Cat hounds are not intelligent enough. No. It No. Well, yes, it could have. Well, yes. He is a droid, but he is very valuable to me all the same. He is very deep. He's the... He, as a...
Wow, she really...
There's no need for you to make...
I'll say.
Koth, please.
Okay, I'll find your droid if I see him.
Have you found the Mandalorian? Good. Good. But now that you've killed some of them, they won't stop. Thank you.
Okay, I just have one more set of Mandalorians to find as well. The only unfortunate part is that it doesn't really give me much useful information on this rest of this stuff. More cat hounds. Right, let's run into Bastila for a bit. Lag as the game loads something in. What earth was that?
This is Private. You have come from the Jedi Camp.
My protocol droid tells me you are here on behalf of the... Though I think your time would... Many years ago, I brought my family here to Dantooine to escape the crush of humanity on the core worlds. Soon after we settled here, the Sandrels arrived, and they have been a plague upon my house ever since.
Somehow I imagine the story from the Sandrels would sound just about the same, don't you?
The injustices the Sandrels have committed against the Matales are far too numerous to name. But the Council is well aware of our many disputes. Recently, I discovered several Sandrel droids trespassing on my land. My own security droids destroyed the invaders. Not a single one survived. I have no idea what nefarious purpose lay behind their arrival. My own assassination, perhaps? Destruction of my property? Maybe a simple spy mission? I wasn't about to find out. It was shortly after this incident that Shen, my only son and heir to the Matali estate, vanished. Obviously, Nurik, the unscrupulous head of the Sandrel clan, has abducted my son in retaliation for the destruction of his droids. The only resolution possible is the immediate return of my son. Why does the Council insist on stalling? The life of... I am a man of the world, Jedi. I know how things... I will present the credits directly to... Nevertheless, my offer still... Eventually...
You would be willing to risk open war over this?
It is the Sandrels who have started this, not I.
And here I thought you would blame us if we failed. It seems everyone is responsible for your actions, except for you.
I don't need to stand here and listen to such impertinence.
I'm impressed, Koth. That interjection was very Jedi-like.
What can I say? You pick up a few things.
I'm afraid Alon is not just making idle threats. He is rash and foolish enough to attempt a full assault on the Sandrel estate. Such action would result in an all-out war between the families.
I've seen men like Alan Matali before. He's so convinced that his hatred is justified, he's prepared to do anything. And if we don't intervene, there will be war.
Until you find Shen, Jedi.
Okay, 9 Years of Shadow, I think, when I played it, it's roughly 13 hours to completion. It's not actually that difficult. So it's a reasonably light Metroid game. I think I only did, like, most of the core stuff. I did, like, maybe 80% of the game entirely. And that was about... I think I've got all real recordings. I think that took me about 10 hours. Grove. Oh. Why is it the simplest answers are the easiest ones to find? I think that's the dead body. I think,
So be it.
Oh, Kaz's diary. Wrong one. I think Fanatical has it in a bundle with a bunch of different things. I think it only literally just came online when I went live. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Been reasonably better than I was earlier. Still got a lot of things to sort out though. How are you, Devi? I heard your voicemail this morning. Hope you're going to get better soon. It's one of those people. I hate being delayed by anything half the time. And considering that most of my workplace was dragging its heels over the fact that I wanted to leave, it's annoyed the shit out of me.
This is private property. The council. If you are here because of Shen Matale, Nurag left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given
I hope so too.
Nurag left orders he was not to be disturbed, but given the circumstance.
The worms shall rise again.
I have been informed by my... Cassius is dead. I was afraid of this. Yet in my heart I knew it must be true. What happened to my son? Cath hounds? I was so certain the Matale family was to blame. But this changes nothing. My own son is dead. Why should I shed one tear about the disappearance of my bitter enemy's son?
Typical. Anything to continue the feud which has become so customary to you people.
I must ask you something, though it is difficult for me. Please. I thank you for this. We have nothing further to discuss. Please, leave me to my grief.
You are here from the council, are you not? Looking for Shen Matale? My name is Rahasia. Nurik is my father. He has not been himself since Cassius disappeared. He is mad with grief, and he is convinced the Matales are responsible. He's not thinking rationally. My father is a good man. When my mother died, he raised me and my brother by himself. He loves his children, and we love him. I just don't want you to judge him too harshly. You must understand that Father has been under a terrible strain. I have no wish to disobey him, but there are matters where even my father's authority is not absolute. My father has kidnapped Shen Matale. He is holding him prisoner here in the compound. He feels this is a way to get back at the Matales, a way to get even for the disappearance of my brother Cassius.
I see. Well, there is the answer we seek. The Jedi Council should be informed of this at once.
You don't think that perhaps there's more to look at here, do you? That maybe everything isn't what it appears?
Of course not. It seems very simple to me. The Council must be allowed to decide the next step.
No. Since Cassius went missing, my father has become unstable. He might hurt him if you do that. He no longer even cares if the Matales are responsible for what happened to Cassius. I am afraid my father will simply kill Shen out of a mad, misguided lust for vengeance. Shen is an innocent victim in all this. My father is not a bad man, but his grief has driven him to madness. He must be stopped. Please, find Shen and rescue him before my father does something he will regret forever. I would take you to the prison, but I cannot let my father see me with you. Take this key. It will open an unguarded door at the rear of the estate. You and Shen can make your escape through there. There are many security droids guarding the halls. Please hurry. You are Shen's only hope. Alan Matale and my father have had problems ever since they settled on this world. To hear my father tell it, Alan is a brute and a bully, but a rich one. He feels his credits give him the right to step all over normal people. My father stands up to Alan because no one else will. But now he thinks Alan has taken my brother Cassius and has imprisoned Shen as revenge. Please find Shen and free him. You are my only hope.
Help me, what did I call myself again? Ypres Nimodin. You are the only hope for the galaxy to rescue this young man. Why did I name myself that? Oh, well, whatever. Set up the rear of the estate. That is the rear of the estate. Bastia's going to become very useful very quickly, because she has Stun Droid. Oh, hello, droid. Fine-sighted. Bastia, you have the Force. Disable. Which also damages the droid.
What? No problem.
Reason why I specialize so much in security and stuff, because it definitely helps at this point. It has remains. It's Force Lightning of a different flavor.
Sure.
It's good lightning, therefore it is still perfectly fine to use for Jedi. No, they all eat strawberries. This is blueberries.
No problem. Got it.
I'm so...
No problem.
I need to get my act together. Oh, hello. I need to get my act together so I can actually buy infinite wealth. It's still really expensive though, and I don't think I've got the PC to really run it now. Considering it is a 110-hour RPG. No. Garth? Get out of my way. Like, I want to play it. I really do. Because I'm happy that most people, like, have started stumbling on the Yakuza series because I'm stupid enough to play them. But...
Sure.
It's also about encouraging people to play not just one flavor of Yakuza. I would like to show the other ones. I still need to... Yeah, they made a big deal about the island. So I'm imagining that's a lot of stuff that I have to do there. I don't want to go too much into it. I do want to kind of keep it to myself if I do manage to pick it up. Because we're still going through I Am Setsuna. I should... Well, actually, my body's telling me something completely different there, so I have to stop mid-thought. Pardon me. Didn't expect that to come so fast, but there you go. Things happen in a way that accelerates your understanding. I got myself off mid-thought, didn't I?
Who are you? What do you want? Rescue me. It's not my own safety I'm concerned about. If I escape, Nurik will think Rahasia is to blame. Nurik isn't... If you can convince Rahasia to escape with us, I will... Who could imagine a Sandral doing... I would rather face... My father thinks the Sandrals... My father is an egotist and can be violent at times. They're both too unreasonable. Please.
This is just Romeo and Juliet, but on the stars. What was I going to say? Something about Yakuza. I need to get my act together regarding that. That's mostly because I'm still trying to finish the last bunch.
Have you found Shen yet? Shen can be so stubborn sometimes. If one of the... But I know Shen would rather die than leave me here alone to...
And I have a reasonable amount of the old brawlers. I've got 1 to 6, plus 0, and I also have like a Black Panther as well, which is a set of games which we didn't get here. I can and will emulate them just to mean that I can understand the story, but I believe they do play very much similar to the normal brawlers. We shall see. At the moment...
You're back. Have you spoken? I pray she is not...
Shen, you're safe.
Rahasia! Well, thank goodness you managed to escape.
It was all thanks to this kind Jedi that we managed to get this far at all. I thank you, Jedi, for all that you have done for us.
No, we know that you must have gone to great personal risk to get us out of the Sandral estate undetected. But surely we can...
There you are, Shen.
Father!
Mr. Matale.
Rahasia!
Father!
Mr. Sandral!
Nurik! Alan! I knew this was all your doing. I knew you had captured my son.
You had taken my Casus from me long before that. You started it.
I don't want to hear any of your excuses. Now I will get revenge for your transgressions.
Please listen to him, Father.
Why should I listen to the Jedi? All you want is to remain with that Sandral harlot.
My daughter is not a harlot, Matale dog!
Our children don't know enough of what's good for them to make a reasonable decision.
It's better to let older, wiser heads like ours make the decisions.
Rahasia and I don't want you to make decisions for us. We want to live alone away from you.
You insolent boy! If you want to live alone, then so be it. I disown you. Never set foot in my house again.
Rahasia, you will not leave with this Matale boy.
I am, Father, and you can't stop me. We're leaving for the Enclave.
You foolish girl!
You expect us to just let them leave? Droids, stop them!
You will not turn your droids on my daughter. Droids, don't let them take Rahasia.
We appear to be at an impasse then. And they got away.
It is your fault, Alan. You were always too violent for your own good.
Me? You were the one who rushed out here with war droids. I will not rest until I have my Shen back. The Council will hear of the troubles you caused, Jedi.
Indeed they shall.
You're lost. I don't know. I think the first thing for me to do, like, streaming-wise, will still be staying focused on kill them both. No, I can't now. Is to stay focused on like I Am Setsuna and stuff until I am ready to continue on my way. Which, when we get back to it,
sure,
on Sunday, I will probably, hopefully, be defeating the boss that took me down last week. The thing I haven't really explored in that is the cooking side of things, which are difficult enough to deal with. They do give bonus experience, it's just difficult.
The secrets to stopping... Very well.
I must congratulate you on your action.
Okay, are none of you going to speak to me about the... Okay, whatever. I'm leaving. There's still a couple of things I have to scour the entire plains for. The Mandalorian leader, the Range just decided to pass the information and do nothing with it. Getting reasonably close to the end. Okay. It's 8 defense, dexterity bonus. I'll leave that alone. Wearing clothing. Have a Jedi robe. +2. So anyone gets up to you, Karth, you're kind of screwed. Will.
Yes?
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand. I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath? It must be referring to Revan, The Dark Lord and Malik likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins. The droid is obviously not programmed with the knowledge we seek. The Starforge sounds like some type of weapon, perhaps. Or in fact, it could be anything. Maybe. That might explain how the Sith were able to amass a fleet so quickly. But I suspect the Starforge is more powerful than a mere factory. Maybe the droid has more information we can use. These builders must have been an extinct people. Though it is strange, there's no record of their existence. Even the archives of the Jedi Academy make no mention of them. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were a dominant force in the galaxy, but they never constructed an empire. In fact, I know of no species that would fit with this information. Ten revolutions would take more than 20,000 years. If this is true, then this droid is nearly 5,000 years older than the Republic itself. There must be some mistake. The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. The Council sent him here to investigate, and it cost him his life. Revan and Malik unlocked the sealed door and uncovered the secrets of the Starforge. Now Malik is using the Starforge to fuel his conquest of the Republic. We have to find out what they uncovered. We have to find a way to unseal these doors to learn more about the Starforge. The Republic is depending on us.
Time to begin. And there are droids. With shields.
What can I do?
Saving throws with shields. Saving throws against this. Obviously need destroy droid soon.
That hurt, I bet. Time to rumble. That hurt, I bet. How'd you like that? Let's go.
Saved. Still saved against paralysis. Come on, droid. You can go down. And she's out of force points.
Let's go.
Droid does not want to die. We really have to bust out the ion grenade.
Down you go.
Okay, ancient done. Talk to the computer. Kick the computer. Your foot hurts. death-giving seed world types, which are desert, volcanic, and barren. Did I have anything on? Yes, he had a Jedi Knight robe. Wait, didn't take that off. Go from Knight to Jedi Knight. Behold. It did not take long.
Yes?
Might be able to destroy the other droid with just the ion grenades. Potentially. Unless there is more than one. Just remove its shield. And it has a flamethrower. No, all my health. Has some powerfully awesome resistance and saves.
The Force fights with me. There.
It can't get a little closer. Just be right in his face as we try and shoot it. There you go, he's now not missing. He's only doing 3 damage.
There. Take it.
Let's go! You asked for this! Down you go!
This droid doesn't seem to be doing much in the way of damage. I think it probably just relied on its flamethrower.
How'd you like that?
Out of all the damage types, Flurry is the one which does the most damage overall. Just has the least chance to succeed. As it is demonstrating right now. Then all allies will not use skills apart from maybe Force if they have to.
Sure.
Life-giving, oceanic, grassland, arboreal. I believe that completes most of this. But no more droids, there are nothing. You have completed the trials.
This must be what Revan and Malak found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began. This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malak must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found. I don't know, but Revan and Malak were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's Manaan, but there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be. I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malak visited Korriban at least once. Perhaps they discovered something more there. They may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we find all the pieces, they'll lead us to the Starforge, and some way to destroy it.
That sounds like quite a supposition. What if you're wrong?
What if I'm right? We can't ignore this. Finding the Starforge might very well be the key to defeating the Sith. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Done. Most of everything done on Dantooine now, so unless I find that Mandalorian leader, there's not much more I'm going to do here.
Yes?
Alright, Force Wave is very good against humans as well. I should have remembered that. How silly of me. I have strong sneaking suspicions I might know where the Mandalorian leaders are. They're set up in a very specific spot. I want to say it's outside the Crystal Cave.
There.
I need to read everything in my inventory first. All I appear to be running into is Horned Cathound. Oh, we have Mandalorians.
So this is the meddler. You have caused us far too much trouble for a mere Jedi. I will add your head to those of the other Jedi I have killed, and take yet another lightsaber for my own. Now you will know why the Mandalorians are feared.
And I only have one grenade. One frag. Sonic.
There.
And he has Master Power Strike. To advance Flurry. You can't win that fight, possibly, but you're gonna run away and maybe kill him through just pure bumbling about. Yep.
You asked for this!
I killed the Wookiee. Did. That's all. It's 2 lightsabers and a pair of sonic nullifiers. They're not as good as my current one, and I need to get dual wielding to start using them. Okay, time to return to the Ebon Hawk.
How can I help? No, not bothering you. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond and its effect on our mission remain in question. Necessary, perhaps, but it is no guarantee of our success. I admit, I'm a little disturbed that such a bond could be possible in the first place. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship. Don't worry, these are simple questions, nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have?
I'm a Hutt in human form, plotting to overthrow the Republic.
Good. On which planet were you born? Excellent. Your current age is? Yes. Well, the truth is, I was studying how you responded to my questions. Your reactions helped me judge you. This was a test for me to learn more about your character. You were honest, which is good. And you treated this as a serious matter, which it is. This bond we share will shape both our destinies. It is not to be taken lightly. But I imagine you've had enough questions for a while. So many things have happened to you since Taris. It's probably a lot for you to absorb. We can speak again later, after you've had time to think about all this.
I do love the snarky responses in old BioWare games. I think it's something that we've lost in terms of writing. To be lol random humour. Or being sarcastic when sarcasm is not there.
Young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins? This news of a Starforge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Starforge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done. Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Starforge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Starforge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Starforge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Starforge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manaan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Starforge. The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure. Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith, but it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
So let's go speak to John, who's outside. I've finished everything I need to for the Mandalorians.
Now those Mandalorians, but now that you've killed some of them... Thank you, young master. Here is the No. Again, I thank...
1,000 credits, plus some experience. Extra, if I hadn't found it.
Yes, what's on your mind? Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop. Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it.
That is none of your concern, Carth, and you would do well to leave the matter be.
I respect you, Bastila, but you've been as closed-mouthed as the rest of the Council. If you won't talk to me, then maybe somebody else will. And why is that? You were a great help on Taris, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you? That is completely beside the point. The Jedi encouraged you to stay with us, and I don't believe the reasons they gave. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason. No, I didn't mean that you weren't wanted, or that I want to go, it's just... Damn it! Well, I'll tell you this much, I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again. Yeah, we'll just see about that, won't we? Look, I didn't mean it that way, I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
Yeah. That will come into play very soon. For some reason we have a swoop rider here inside the ship. How do we access our missions and leavings? And there's where the restoration mod comes into play. It not only fixes some of the memory leakage and other problems, it also dumps me a new set of missions, which is on Yavin. It is not a piece of content that I know of, but it's cut. The better question is, what's the planet I want to do first? Like, I don't like doing Korriban. Korriban is, like, one of the worst planets. Period. Manaan is also bad. Tatooine is relatively simple. So is Kashyyyk. Yeah, let's travel to Tatooine. Yep. Behold, tiny rendered video. It's almost like playing Dark Forces or the other one, the one on the PlayStation.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak. Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me. There is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Karath.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah. So I think, from my readings of the expanded universe, and I imagine because of its takeover by Disney, most of these races probably don't exist any longer. And this is probably one of the few planets also that you don't have to fight to get to, as a Sith blockade. Which usually puts me in trouble.
The Force has given us a vision, like the one we shared on Dantooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes. The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
It's time to explore Tatooine, but first I need to talk to... Okay. Where was that? Oh, someone's. Kind of what it is. This game is this or something?
No problem. Didn't work.
Oh, compartment. Wait. Oh, I think I know what that compartment is. I think that might be for another quest from somewhere else. I think it's one on Korriban. Or, you know, it's this now.
Didn't work.
I know. I need to talk to some... Oh, mission. She's holed up. This. Ah. I just found a little stowaway.
No problem. Didn't work.
It's Johnny. Mission. Mission has to be here somewhere. Person I'm looking for mostly.
Hey there. Don't tell me you believe Lena. At least Grip's free of her clutches. I'd like to go. I just hope he's.
Right, okay. So I need to talk to Circorp on this planet. Don't know if I have to have her with me. But that might be an advantage at some point.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this. The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses. I thought you would. This will cover any... Now, as a... As you wish.
What is it?
It's Johani, Jedi Guardian. Brute force. Big strength. I'm gonna make Johani a duelist. Probably work for her. He has force slow. Though she has very high dexterity for someone that's meant to be a strength-based character. Cure. Can I give this minute? We give nope. Give a Force Whirlwind. And she's all caught up.
Sure.
Oh great. Now we have pets aboard the ship. Whoops. Something else that I need to probe Zerka Corporation, but I can't remember which part of it I need to do anything with.
Business is up a little, so leave me to my work.
Okay, who's stuck again? Johnny. At full speed. Please use it. Hit the desk of go ahead first.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing left. I'll try not to take up too much of your time. I realize that everyone is out for themselves on Tatooine. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare. It's the bone plate from the head of the desert raid. My husband was so proud when he found it. He had just started hunting. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back. Will you buy it? I can't sell it. You will? Thank you.
Thank you for helping this woman.
For whatever it means.
Don't worry, you can speak in perfect English and look not desperate when when you need to. Strange lady. Will slip casually into a pleasant North American accent. Talk to Zerka.
What can I do for you? Did my wife send you? This ain't about credits, is it? Everyone's looking for something. I suppose one of us should get it. Ask away. Who knows the planet? I don't know. Sure. My blood. They almost got me last year. Tore up 2 of my battle droids. Wife was mad about that. Took her weeks to fix. Where they got weapons to cut battle armor, I don't know. I don't know. They could... Smart traders. They've salvaged and sold me my own... They don't say much I can understand. Where...
I obviously need to start it by talking to Zerka Corp. Don't most of this without playing a single round of Berserk. Curious that. Though I think every time that I come here first, I get attacked. By Jawas. Something else.
How can I help?
Apparently it's being discussed on things.
I do. I am a Jedi, remember? I have far too much mental discipline to reveal what goes on inside my mind with such obvious physical clues. My thoughts remain hidden, including whatever my feelings are for you. I mean, whatever I feel... whatever I think about you. That is you. Why must you be so impossibly infuriating? You know very well what I am really talking about. I am referring to the bond between us, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
I'm sorry, I'm still wearing an armor that I shouldn't be.
I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters. But I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force. That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There's great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
I like the fact that out of the two Star Wars games I had that I generally remembered, I find it funny that both of them had the same system.
I believe you truly mean what you say. Anyhow, but sometimes it is not so easy to keep such promises. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light. I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Don't worry, we have teeth. Yeah, there it is.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Jedi! Tiny little dark Jedis. One of them is throwing a saber everywhere. Juhani apparently doesn't have enough health for being a soldier.
You cannot win.
I'm going to disengage and run. Yep. Too hard to finish them. As long as my stimulants hold. Damn it! Stimulants did not hold. Oh, god damn it. Of course, it was before this long-winded conversation with Bastila. Yeah? Did I did not equip a Joe. That might be a problem.
Yes?
Allow me to run past you, Dark Jedi. That went a lot better. Character. So normally by the end of the games, I'm wearing having two short lightsabers. 822, 725, 717. It's double-bladed one for the minute. It is immensely powerful. It's not even mine.
How may I be of What is it you would like to speak to me about? How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear? Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived. It was not the homeworld of the Cathar that I lived on. My parents had long fled from that place, and perhaps that is a story for another time. Rather, it was a human hideout that I was in. The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had harbored them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
I'm also going to point out that her eyelids are constantly flickering in that scene. This may be due to how this has been redone. But also I think this was an excuse to have cat people. You know, they were like, still going to have Khajiit in here somewhere.
Yes. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored. They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi. To lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference as the Jedi were. The foolish delusions of a child. But this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Dantooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Ew. What's going next? I wanted to talk to the circuit operations, so I could actually do what I needed to.
Something you want, Spacer? Go talk to the office. Seems like every other person... I don't really have it. Good.
Oh, apparently they have a main office that I've completely missed. Droid shop? Oh no, the droid shop. Oh, not the droid shop. Oh no, it is. Is it? I can't remember. It's not, but there is another suspect. Oh, HK-47. How are you doing? Swoop registration. So Corporation? Oh. First, a Foot Locker. Thank you very much. Yes, good. I can do that. I appear to be stuck.
Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Uba batu goji. Tong nongbong chang nung yang. Tong patok smakdelia. Kuyabi jus kuna jiktanai. Ina kun mama rulira rachikun. Slimo patona. Undi hadonga chihonkabi. Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes jingpa marulira. Tok jingbang non kek. Tok ninja mulira rabes.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company? If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses. Griff? There's no Griff here. Never heard of him. No, I don't remember a single Griff on the Zerka Corporation payroll. Oh, you mean that Twi'lek? Must have slipped my mind for a second. Yes, of course I remember Griff. We hired that Twi'lek some time ago. Not a good worker, according to his crew chief. Always complaining and faking injuries to get out of work. He entered false timesheets and slept through his shifts. We even suspected him of stealing Zerka Corporation supplies, although we could never prove it. We would have fired him, but we needed workers. It would have been better for him if he had been fired. Then the Sand People wouldn't have gotten him. He was lost in a Sand People raid we suffered not too long ago. There were prisoners taken, but our rescue parties never found anyone alive. In the end, it just wasn't cost-effective to keep searching. All miners sign a waiver absolving Zerka Corporation of liability in these circumstances. Zerka Corporation cares deeply for all of its employees. That's why we've started a bounty program to thin the Sand People numbers. We didn't find his body, so we have to assume he was taken prisoner. Whether he's still alive, I couldn't say. That's all I can tell you. I shouldn't even have said this much. This is all privileged corporate information. I could lose my job. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. As I said, we are no longer selling them. We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Zerka Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Zerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Zerka hunting license. With the downturn in mining, people want any chance at credits they can get. Most wouldn't survive a day, let alone qualify as hunters. The last license issued before the ban was given to a woman named Marlena Venn. She'll do fine. She had a mean streak a parsec wide. She also paid double. Exceptions like this are rare, unless it suits the company to offer them. Very well, though I do... Farewell.
Right. See, I need to do something now to get out the door.
Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes jingpa maru. Kuyabi jus kuna jiktanai. Ina kun mama rulirara. Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun bes jingpa maru. Kuyabi jus kuna jiktanai. Ina... Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun kuyabi jus kuna jiktanai. Ina kun mama. Laboda ni winkis matoma. Kuyabi jus kuna jiktanai. Ina laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun kuyabi jus kuna jiktanai. Ina kun mama. Laboda ni winkis matoma. Wana kun kuyabi jus kuna jiktanai. Laboda ni winkis matoma. Kuyabi jus kuna jiktanai. In laboda ni winkis matoma. Kuya laboda.
Okay, so I can do a more peaceful solution. I just need to find all the equipment. One of which is that droid that I pointed out earlier. Once Bastula's caught up, wherever she is.
I'm here.
path. It's always a bit buggy.
Yes?
And now I've lost Juhani.
Yes?
What?
I was honestly going to crash then. I've got most of this stuff. Oh, I need money for the droid?
Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional SciTech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query. Would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Yukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership. Answer. With the restraining bolt in place, I do not have access to my memory core. I suspect, however, by the fine quality of my manufacture, that they are a prestigious company indeed. I suspect I am of unique construction, or perhaps I was intended for a very specific customer. How I ended up here, I can hardly say. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat.
Just give me a minute. Unfortunately, nature calls.
Explanation. I have been recently fitted with a restraining bolt, if you must know. With it in place, access to much of my memory core is restricted. Not to mention that the fool Ithorian might raise his asking price if he knew more, or make inquiries into my history. Neither outcome is beneficial to me. Explanation. It is rare for a droid to resist an owner in this way. Doubtless the Ithorian considers my stubbornness an embellishment to add interest to a seemingly mundane protocol droid. Statement. The fool Ithorian has decided I am to be an expensive purchase. He does this out of greed, and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities. Advisement. I have observed him. He is a coward, and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining. Statement. I wish only to be purchased, and away from ill treatment at the hands of this poorly skilled mechanic. I have no desire to be subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you, should you purchase me, please.
Yeah, in which one person was always like the standout character. Should be quirky enough.
And if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it...
Still short by a few credits. Oh damn it, if I hadn't bought that skull I would have had enough. Literally just all about that now. I could probably win some swoop races. That might give me enough money.
Go on, leave me alone. Racer stuff. Nothing you'd understand. Don't mean to be rude, but it's kind of secret. Ha! Sure. Race your bike out of that explosion? Everyone knows that the whole planet is gone. Nobody got out. I'm not in the mood for jokes, thanks. I've got to deal with that Hut Mata.
Oh, that's the Hut.
My friend tells the truth. I am a Jedi. Are you going to imply that I am lying as well? And? Sounds like you have something special. What do you want help with?
Oh, I gotta do the suit racing now? Okay. In top flight. Can't go any faster, come! Oh, I beat that time on the first run. Here we go. And then I made an absolute ass of this by stalling on the start line. I'm going to fail just slightly again. No, got it there. Just underneath. Let's go and sell some items then. Oh, great. Thanks, game. I wasn't trying to knock that man off, just trying to get him done. Let's go see if that Ithorian will let me trade and sell with him. That's the only thing I can really do now. Nine red crystals. I ain't gonna use all them. And are hopelessly outdated. Me. Okay, I've got enough money for HK-47 now.
And if the unit...
There we go.
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you? Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
And for the next area, I kind of actually need HK-47. Not a unit that I use, though. But that's where I'm going to wrap up. That means that half of Tatooine is done. You get to see my awful background for my awful plane background for 5 seconds. While I swap everything over. Okay then. So I now will not be back until next I'm not back until Sunday, which I will be playing more I Am Setsuna, hopefully getting past the boss that flattened me last time. So, we shall see. Thanks everyone for joining me. I hate the fact that my schedule has been all over the place. It should hopefully reset, maybe, I don't know. Something might be happening. Yeah. Let me find someone to raid. Seeing who is online. Alright, I haven't raided them in a while. I'm going to send everyone over to... As they're finishing. Hang on. Let me check to make sure they're not finishing first, because I've done that before. Or not, they're doing something. They're watching some kind of meme at the moment. Someone's playing Dragon's Dogma already. Excuse me while I check out the character customization as I go absolutely mental. So I'm waiting for these things to turn over, because the game that I've spied is nice. But just waiting for this whole thing to be done, if possible. Well, this seems to be time. Okay, I'm just going to send everyone to look at Dragon Dogma's Dragon Dogma? What am I saying? Dragon's Dogma 2 character customization, because that's the thing. And I'll see everyone on Sunday. Have a good evening, take care, good night.